Hey, what's up, boys and girls? This is Bruno here with Team UTY, and today I'm going to be showing you guys one of the most fun decks that I like to play. It is not super competitive, I'll be honest with you guys, but there's some combos that this combo actually does not allow your opponent to play, and pretty much skips your opponent's turn, which is insane. And this video is after Ghosts from the Past. Ghosts from the Past just came out, just got today. Two displays from Ghosts from the Past. It was awesome. I was able to pull out the thing that I wanted, which was the red supernova dragon. Yeah, I'm still like trying to memorize his name. And this card is insane good. Pretty much banishes the whole field from your opponent. But this deck list is super spicy, I'll tell you that. Like I said, you can pretty much win the game by skipping your opponent's turn. So let's go into that, and it's gonna be way too fun to explain this and show this to you guys. And if you guys have any suggestions and comments on things that I could do to improve this deck, I will gladly try to improve it and then post like updates, give shout out to you guys that are helping me with this. I want to make this competitive as possible, as much as possible. So if you guys can help me with that, that would be awesome. But let's go into the deck list, and then after that I'm going to be showing you guys the card combo that you need to do, like the 2-3 cards that you need to do to make your opponent skip his turn. So let's go into that. Well, okay guys, let's go into this deck list. I'm sure you guys are gonna love this. So the best Resonator that you have in this deck, it's Crimson Resonator. Okay, I don't speak English fluent, so if I say something wrong, that explains. So Crimson Resonator, he is the best Resonator. He pretty much can special summon itself if you do not control any monsters, and then if the only monster that you control besides him, it is a dark synchro monster, dragon, I think. Let's see, it is exactly one dark dragon synchro monster. You can special summon 2 Resonators from your deck, and that do not negate their effects, which is insane. This card is itself special summons by itself, and you can actually as well special summon 2 from your deck if you have only one dark synchro monster. The next one that I play is 3 red Resonators. This guy is really good as well. Pretty much helps you special summon a level 4 lower from your hand, and then if this card is special summon, you can target one monster in your field and you gain life points equal to the monster's attack. So, which is insane. Next we have 2 Synchro Resonators, which is insane good as well. When he's sent to the graveyard by like anything except like when he's in the field and sent to the graveyard, you can pretty much add a Resonator from your graveyard to your hand. And the last Resonator that I run is 1 Chain Resonator. That it says when this card is normal summon while your synchro monster is on the field, you can special summon 1 Resonator monster from your deck, except Chain Resonator, except itself. So really good cards, a lot of good effects on them. Next, one of the best cards. Okay, Wandering King Wild Wind. This guy is so good. It is so good, his effect. If you control a Fiend type tuner with 15 or less attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. And guess what? They're all Fiend tuners, your Resonators. So you can special summon this guy from your hand already, if you have one of those in your field. Also, when this guy is in the graveyard, except the turn that he was sent to the graveyard, you can banish itself and pretty much add one of your Resonators from your deck to your hand. He says that you can add 1 Fiend tuner with 15 or less attack from your deck to your hand, which is insane good. Next we play 3 red Sprinters. Sprinter. So when this card is normal summon or special summon while you control no other monsters, you can special summon 1 level 3 or lower Fiend tuner from your hand or graveyard. So if you don't have resources in your hand and you draw into this, it is a like still full combo if your opponent has no negates and you have like graveyard full of stuff. After that we play 2 red Familiar. This guy is really good as well. Increase your potential in this deck a lot and helps you pretty much win the game by tributing itself and synchro summoning. And summoning a dark dragon synchro monster from your graveyard, which is insane. And when he's in the graveyard, you can also banish himself to change the level of 1 dark synchro monster that they control and between 1 to 8. So you can change your Red Dragon Archfiend to 1, 3, 5, 8, doesn't matter. Next, I played 3 Red Ward, And his effect is really good when a normal summon Resonator monster. I can special summon this card from my hand, which is really good as well. And you can go into a lot of plays and you can chain blocks a lot of the stuff from your Resonators when they're summoned. This can help you a lot. Next, I play 2 Witch of the Black Forest. Pretty much, when this card is sent to the graveyard, to the field, to the graveyard, you can add 1 monster with 15 or less defense from your deck to your hand. And this guy is a spellcaster, but it's just fine because honestly, like, you will run so fast with this deck. Like, you want to run like really good. So, and honestly helps you a lot with your plays. So, yep. Next, I play 3 Effect Veilers for hand traps. This deck does not play much hand traps. I don't think there's much space for it. And if you're going first, you may not need many hand traps because you're gonna lock your opponent from playing next turn. So, which is fine. Next, I play 3 Resonator Call. So good. Add 1 Resonator from your deck to your hand. Pretty simple. Then we have Resonator Command. Discard 1 Resonator, add 1 level 4 lower Fiend monster from your deck to your hand. And you can also add your Wild Wind, which is a Fiend, and you can special summon itself. So it does a lot of stuff. And I played the 1 Call by the Grave, so protects your combos. Also, right now, goes to the traps. I played 3 Synchro Calls. This is what's going to make your opponent pass his turn and not let him do anything. Also, another protection that is really good is Red Rain. If you control a level 8 or higher Synchro monster, banish all monsters on the field except the monster with the highest attack level on the remaining face-up monsters on the field. And it says that also the remaining face-up monsters on the field are unaffected by other card effects. So that helps you banish like your whole opponent's board and pretty much lets your Synchro monsters unaffected by anything. Then he also says here, if a Dark Dragon Synchro monster is Synchro summoned while this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. And you can only use this effect of Red Rain once per turn. Then the searchers for the traps to make this even more consistent is 3 trap rates. It is really consistent with this. Adds, search, and pretty much lets you, like, if you want like Red Rain, you pretty much kill your opponent. If you want to let your opponent not play anymore and just make your opponent skip the turn, Synchro Call. That's what you're gonna need. So let's go into the extra deck really fast, and then I'm gonna show you guys the combo. So 1 Red Supernova Dragon just came out fresh from goes from the past. Just pull it. 1 Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. Let me check if there's just 1 actually. Okay, actually 2. Here we go. 1 Red Nova Dragon, really good card, a lot of attack, explosion pretty much. As well with 2 Red Rising Dragon, super important card for your combos. Without this, your combo's not gonna happen. You're gonna need 2 of these at least. 1 Red Wyvern, I think that's the way you pronounce this. You're gonna play 1 Balzi of the Diabolic Dragons, really good card in this deck. 1 TG Hyper Librarian. 1 obviously Red Dragon Archfiend, the OG. 1 Tyrant Red Dragon Archfiend. 1 Scarlet Dragon Archfiend. I think actually 2 of this. 2 Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. 1 Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss to negate stuff. And finally, your hot red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity. This thing is gonna make your opponent skip his turn. I'm sure it will. He will not be able to play. So now, let's go into this spicy test thing that I've been building for a while, and it's really fun to play. So I'm gonna show you guys right now.